nation, hold the line in the chaos. We align through the storm, through the pain. We're the anthem in your veins. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line in the chaos. We align through the storm, through the pain. We're the anthem in your veins. Broken screens and flashing lights, voices shouting through the night. Static hum that shakes the ground. Rift Nation rising loud, profound. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury, turn the page. Steel strings scream the truth we bring. Echoed chaos, hearts that sting. Electric veins that feed the roar. Harder, faster, crave for more. Dust and sparks ignite the air. Shattered silence, do we dare? Tidal force, relentless stream. We're the edge, we're the dream. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line in the chaos. We align through the storm, through the pain. We're the anthem in your veins. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line in the chaos. We align through the storm, through the pain. We're the anthem in your veins. Broken screens and flashing lights, voices shouting through the night. Static hum that shakes the ground. Rift Nation rising loud, profound. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury, turn the page. Steel strings scream the truth we bring. Echo lights, voices shouting through the night. Static hum that shakes the ground, Rift Nation rising loud, profound. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury, turn the page. Steel strings scream the truth we bring. Echoed chaos, hearts that sting. Electric veins that feed the roar. Harder, faster, crave for more. Dust and sparks ignite the air. Shattered silence, do we dare? Tidal force, relentless stream. We're the edge, we're the dream. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury, turn the page. Rift Nation, hold the line. In the chaos, we align. Through the storm, through the pain, we're the anthem in your veins. Broken screens and flashing lights, voices shouting through the night. Static hum that shakes the ground, Rift Nation rising loud, profound. Feel the fire, feel the fight. We're the shadows in the night. Crashing waves, we take the stage. Unleash the fury.
The engine is starting up.
For launch, GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop,
Go.
GNC, go. Max,
Go.
Eagle, go. Ecom.
Go pending final steps to cabin link check.
2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the Rift Nation Network, the RNN, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural. From comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, Explicit language, occasionally our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Welcome to the night, it's time to play. Grab your drink and find your way. With a shout, let's start the fight. Revel in the Viking light. Thursday's calling, come alive. Feel the pulse, we're gonna thrive. Nuts and glory fill the room. In the air, there's no more gloom. Raise your hands up high tonight. Reverence roaring, seize the light. Eastern time, the hour is prime. Join the chorus, set the time. The bag of nuts is where you'll find a crazy place to free your mind. Laugh and yell and stomp your feet. Thursday's magic can't be beat.
Oh my goodness. Hello, hello, hello. And my back banner didn't pop up because, that's me. What do you want? Oh my goodness. How you doing, guys? I am doing much better. Yep. Very happy, very happy. Thought I would throw the chat up today. So welcome to Saturday. Yes. So it's Saturday, and of course, readings with Bag of Nuts, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So you never know. So, yep, good news. Weird news, but good news. And then we'll get into the reading. So, yeah, I kind of jammed my thumb. Okay. So, anyways, I have arthritis in my thumb, and that's why I haven't been around because I can't really shuffle and stuff. But I jammed my thumb. I went to bed, and I woke up. And here's the weird thing. I can move it. I can move my thumb. Okay. This is probably why the doctors can't find anything. So, yeah. The whole thing's just really weird, but I'm just going to go with it. So, anyways, I'm good. It's just the weirdest thing. It was like in pain for the longest time. So, yeah. So I was having a lot of issues. But I want to say hi to everybody here. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow to all of your Rift Nation Network channels. And we have a heat advisory over here. So, yeah. My hair's up in the ponytail. So, yeah. Let's see. Just flew by the moment you came on. Oh, my God. So we have, who do we have in here? We have welcome to Keith Ottersberg, of course, from the Otter's Den. And Miss Raven, how are you? Ashley Henderson from Friday's show. Oh my God, I should know these things. I'm having a bloody brain fart. Uncharted Realms. Okay. And then we have Heidi, we have Michelle Wilfong, and we have Sandra Dry. And let's see, who else do we have here? Yes. So I can't believe it's the weirdest freaking thing. Hot. Yeah. I'm telling you, we got a heat advisory here, but so far, so good. So we're going to start right off and go down the list. And I have my decks ready. I have everything up and going. So we should be good today. So starting right off the bat, we have Mr. Keith Ottersberg. And then we have Miss Raven. Of course, Miss Raven after that. And Ashley, if you'd like a reading, you're more than welcome to. Just let me know. And then Heidi, of course, and Michelle Wilfong. So we're going to start right off with Keith. And Keith, what do you want? Channeling runes or love? Show you guys what we got going on here. Of course, the channeling. Oh, no worries. I switched to Saturdays because my energy level's a little better. So we got this going. Then we have the love. And of course, as always, we have runes. So Keith, what do you want? You want love? You want channeling? You want to ask the runes a question? If you wanted the runes, all you have to do is think of whatever it is that you're trying to find a direction through. And what the runes do is they help guide you with what's happening. I do what is known as a 5-card spread on the runes, and it's the 5 directions is what it is. So it helps guide you through what it is that you need to. You don't even have to type up the question. It's the runes. Just think as I'm shuffling the deck, and the runes will help you out. So, Keith, which one did you want, my dear? Keith's right off the bat first, and then Raven we have next. So, Keith, what are we doing? Love, channeling, or runes? So, and I know we're on a bit of a delay here. So far, so good. No glove today would be good. Yep, I'm going to get to everybody. It's pretty, I knew you were going to say love. Picked up the deck. I had the feeling. And we'll see what's going on today. Ooh. Yep. All right. We're going to do Mr. Keith Ottersberg right off the bat here. Yeah, I stopped putting that up for a while because we had Love Deck for Raven as well. Yeah, I stopped putting that up for a while because there was a lot of spam, and I just didn't want the spam on what was going on. Ooh, okay. All right, Mr. Keith, it's not time for you to actually retreat into the world. It's time for you to get yourself out there. That's right off the bat. I just got kicked off the feed and I had to restart. Damn Facebook. Sorry. Okay, so this is for Keith. Keith, don't retreat. They want you out there in the world, okay? They want you to start trusting your instincts, your intuition when you get out there. Don't second guess and listen to what other people are saying. Trust yourself more, because that's when things will come to play for you. Yeah, this isn't, no friends. Everything that will be coming to you. This has to be all coming from you. You need the trust coming to you. So you need, like I said, you need to trust your instincts. And you need to learn to give some things a chance. Don't go full force, but trust your gut, trust your instincts. For some reason, it holds you back. And again, we have to think, when you're going into this, thank you very much. What it is your trust in your intuition has to be separate from past emotions, because sometimes the past emotions will come in and they kind of fiddle with your trust and your intuition sometimes, especially when it comes to relationship issues from the past. They kind of come forward. So that's what they don't want. They want that fear gone, and they want you to fully trust your intuition is what they want. As far as love for you, awesome. And that was for Mr. Keith Ottersberg. And now we have Miss Raven. Miss Raven wants the love deck. So Miss Raven wants the love deck. Good morning or good afternoon, Mort. How are you? So trust yourself. Get all that stuff off to the wayside there, Keith. Okay, let's see what's going on with Raven here. All right. Ugh. Everybody wants love. Raven, you're supposed to express yourself a little more. I know that sounds weird, huh? But Otis, mommy's working. Don't bark at my door. Otis, excuse me. Otis, no, mommy's working. Go lay down. Nobody knocked. Go lay down. Sorry, guys. All right. Raven, you need to express now. You express yourself on the outside. But what you don't do is express your inside, your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and that's what they'd like you to express right now. You need to literally dive deep into who you are and what it is that you want and what you're looking for, and get that out there. Don't go with the flow. Don't listen to what, oh, this person said you should this. No. You need to literally get those inner emotions out and let that inner light shine through. Because the biggest issue they're having right now is that you are not loving who you are. You don't love everything about yourself, and you need to just kind of deal with that. You need to not just deal with it, but you need to learn to love everything about yourself. We're all different individuals. We all have different good points, different bad points, but that's okay. That's who we are. That's what makes us unique. Love everything about yourself. I still see the soulmate card coming in, but you need to express and you need to love everything about yourself. Okay, who you are as an individual, inside and out, because you're very expressive on the outside, but you need to start expressing the inside as well. That's what they're actually recommending for you. But I do still see the soulmate coming. I'm not sure. I don't think they're here yet, but I do see somebody coming. Okay. The only other thing they want you to focus on a little bit is focus a little bit on your finances. Okay, focus on your finances. A bit of a lag trying to catch up. My cousin just posted a picture of her sitting off the river of her covered porch in the rain. Wow. You can smell the picture? That's pretty cool, Heidi. All right, so who do we got now? We've got, of course, Ashley, if you want a reading, that's good. Michelle Wilfong is up next, and then Sandra Dry. And, of course, Heidi. Michelle Wilfong, Sandra Dry, and Heidi are the next three contestants on Oh My God, I'm Back. So we'll wait for you guys to pick whatever deck it is that you want. No rain here, just strict heat advisory over here, so... They have the heat advisory up, and there's a lot of elderly in the building, and not everybody here has an AC, so you kind of have to figure that one out. There's a bit of a lag trying to catch up. Okay, Michelle Wilfong, Heidi, and Sandra Dry. Let me know what you guys want, love, runes, or channel. Yeah, they're all channel, but runes for Sandra. Nice. Okay, Sandra, this is what I want you to do. Remember, you're welcome, Raven. Okay, Sandra, what I want you to do is think of the question, the direction. Okay? Think of the direction, the question. Think of what it is that's going on. I'm going to shuffle the runes right now, and then the runes will guide you. Okay? And I'm just going to interpret what the runes say. So let's get these runes up for you, and then we'll do Michelle Wilfong. Yeah. All right, here we go. All right. Do a 5 card here. Thank you. That's what they want. They want 5. 5! All right. We're gonna do 1. We're gonna do 2. We're gonna do a 6 today. I'm gonna do 3. We're gonna do 4. My goodness, this is gonna be. I need a bigger desk. That's 5, and that's 6 over there. We're doing a 6 card one today, is what we're doing. Okay. So now we're going to take a look at this. Now, on the first one, hold on. On the first one, let's get this out here. All right. Now, that's not the one I wanted. Where's the one I wanted? That's the 6th one. Hold on. Give me a second. I pulled the 6th one up for a reason here. Okay. On number 1, it's the past situations that we're actually dealing with. Okay, and then we're going to look into the present situation. So it's going to take you on a bit of a roundabout here. So let's figure out what's going on. Now, you have Gabo. Now, Gabo can't be upside down. So, because it's an X. There's no way for Gabo to be upside down. So, past we're actually dealing with here is Gabo. That, and again, in the past, it deals with balance, exchanges. It also deals with gifts. And again, gifts can mean psychic gifts, gifts from other people as well, or just the gift of actually having sanity, or just it's general. General gifts is what we're dealing with. All of this is in the past. A lot of generosity, a lot of balance, okay? But we need to figure out why the balance is in the past and why we have the other thing in the future. Now, number 2, why are you doing this to me? Why do you keep, thank you, cheapest creepers. Okay, so number 2, we're going to deal with the present situation. Unfortunately, Thurizaz is upside down, okay? But here's the thing, okay? Present situation. Thurizaz normally means, think of it as a thorn. Normally means danger, There's no danger right now. Okay? There's no danger, there's no conflict actually coming. So this is a good situation. It's smooth sailing for you right now. So in the past we had balance. Now we have the smooth sailing coming up for you. All right? So that's a good situation. Then in your future, we have Othello. I know. Now, Othello deals a lot with your ancestry. It deals a lot with your heritage. So, in this particular situation, three, that's future. So, future, they'd like you to look a little bit more into your heritage, your ancestry. A lot of times we wonder, oh my God, how come I can do this? How do I know this? Sometimes things like this come from our ancestral line. Sometimes they skip a generation. We're not really exactly sure why we're more in tune to some things than others, but it has to do with your ancestral line. Like some people are natural born healers. That's because down the line or in a past life, there was a lot of healing abilities coming around for that. So, what we're talking right now is they'd like you to look into your ancestral line to try to get a better connection. And that's what it has to do with for you. It has something to do with the connection. Now, we're going to deal with four. Now, four has to do with influences and questions, okay? But we have EWAS. Now, EWAS, unfortunately, is in the upside down position. So we don't have a lot of movement happening here right now. So the situation is kind of like in a stall, almost like a bed of water not moving. So it's not a river, it's just a stagnant pond. Things are a little bit stagnant. I don't see movement happening, especially as quickly as you'd like. I do not see this situation improving for you. It's just kind of like just staying there, okay? And this has to deal with what's influencing you is the stagnant, okay? Maybe you need to recharge your batteries. Let's find out what it is they say. Now, the next one you have coming up is EWAS. Now, EWAS, okay, as we're dealing with EWAS. Oh my goodness. I'm having a brain fart on EWAS. EWAS, okay. EWAS. Now we're dealing with end of old, beginning of new. In the fifth position, we're talking about what influences have a positive in outcome. Okay, this is the position of this god. Ewas, which is also Yggdrasil, okay, represents the yew tree, which is Yggdrasil. Um, Yggdrasil is the tree of knowledge. It deals with the connection to all the realms. So we're talking the ending of old and beginning of new coming towards you. So, this is what's going to influence a lot of things that will be coming to you. Okay. Everything that's coming to you is like new beginnings, new information, because Yggdrasil represents what? The knowledge from all the realms. So, knowledge is definitely the key. So, we're dealing with the balance of the new beginning. So, things will become that balanced situation again. Now, what we have coming up is Winjo. Now, Winjo deals with this one deals with the most likely outcome of this situation: comfort, pleasure, success, and kinship. So, what you're dealing with is a positive income for everything that happens. So even though you have that stagnation happening in there, okay, it's not a bad thing. Even though you have like something like it's called like the death card, which is not death, it's ending of old, beginning of new. So this is what you have coming in. So they're letting you know that follow this particular road. This road is going to lead you basically to where it is that you need to go. And again, that's for you. Hopefully you can understand that. Hopefully you can understand that. That was for Michelle. That was for, who was that for? That was for Sandra Dry for the runes. Okay, now we have Michelle Wilfong who wants the loan deck. So hopefully you understood that. All you had to do is think, and then what the runes do is they help guide you to the best direction. Hello, Michelle Caps. So going down the list this morning, hello, Miss Nikki. How are you doing? Heidi, you're after this, and you want YouTube TV and the Celtic runes. You got it. So you want the runes, Heidi? All right, so we have Michelle Wilfong coming up right now. Okay, good. Michelle Wilthong. Yeah, I decided on the 6 spread. I didn't think the 5 was given enough information. So, all right. So let's get Michelle Wilthong and find out what's going on with her with the love deck. Nothing new. There's nothing new coming, but they're saying something financially is on the downside. And it's like what they're showing me is like, you know how sometimes stocks take a lull? That's what it is. It's like it feels like a stock, they're doing good, they rise, and all of a sudden the stocks are lulling. So that's what it feels like. I don't know how else to describe it. That's the way that this person's describing it to me. Is like there is a lull, but there is a lot centered around family issues right now. So as far as general love, I'm not seeing anything coming in. I'm seeing a lot of issues family wise. There's a lot of things centered around you. Hello, Miss Lois Clark. So there's a lot of family issues centered around what's going on right now. Oh, that makes sense. Thank you. So when we're dealing with the family issues, don't blurt everything out. They want you to be a little bit more tactful than blurting out, expressing absolutely everything. Okay. And they're saying sometimes we need to forgive. Okay. In order for things to be able to move forward. When we're forgiving, a lot of times when we forgive, it's for ourselves more than it is for anybody else. Okay. So forgive, learn from the experience, and then had to go on. Yes, that's exactly it. Okay. So just learn to forgive and move forward is what you need to do. But you're doing it mainly for you, not for really for anybody else. Okay. So remember that. And I really need this pushed back a little more so I can get a little more room for the runes. All right, let's see. Miss Heidi. Miss Heidi wants runes. Okay, Heidi, I want you to think of what it is that you're looking to gain insight for. So think of whatever question it is for Miss Heidi. We're going to do runes for her. So, and this is for Miss Heidi. All right, you think, Miss Heidi. Okay, one more. Thank you. One more it is. All right, let's pull this up and see what it is that they're saying. There we go. Thank you. Now, let's see. Get it over here. We got 1. We got 2. We got 3. We got 4. We got 5. Don't fall off the deck. We got 6. No falling off the cartridge. Stay. Okay, we got some upside down, some right side up. So we're going to figure out what's going on. But again, we're dealing with, this is for Heidi. We're dealing with past situations right now. Don't you fall off on me. Past situations right now. What comes right up is Enzus. Okay, Enzus. So what we are dealing with here is we're dealing with inspiration. It was a little bit on the low side in the past. Like the wisdom, we're talking Odin, the god Odin. This is what Enzus actually represents. Okay, so the inspiration was a little bit low, so we didn't have that inner spark. But again, this is past. So they're saying that that is gone. Okay, that is just off to the wayside, not coming anymore. Now, the next one we have coming up is Thurizaz. Thurizaz is also upside down. Now, Thurizaz is present situation. But unfortunately, you're feeling, what they're saying is there's a feeling of uncomfortable situation, or uncomfortable sometimes within our own skin or where we work, or there's something happening that you are a little bit uncomfortable. Okay. So, and that's what Thurizaz represents. Thurizaz represents a thorn, danger, conflict. Okay. But here's the situation. Present situation, there's no conflict, there's no danger. Things are actually going to smooth right out presently. Okay, so the past is the conflict and everything that was happening. Now what we're dealing with is something smoothing into place. So Thurizaz being upside down is a good good thing. There's not going to be that much or any more conflict to things that are actually coming forward to you. So you don't have to worry about that anymore. Now we're dealing with 3, which is Iwas. 3 is future situations. Yeah, this is a new spread, so I keep looking at what it actually represents here on the thing. Iwas, again, Iwas, U tree, beginning of new. It's like death balance Yggdrasil, the tree Yggdrasil, the 7 realms of Yggdrasil. Okay, that's where Odin went to actually learn the runes, if you guys remember me talking about this before. Now, this particular card here is saying that things that were the way they were, this is a whole new beginning, a whole new position or outlook for you. Okay, I don't know why I keep saying position. I'm not really sure, but this is all new for you. Things that are going to progress are actually going to brighten, and this is a really good situation for you. And again, this is the future situation where things are going to happen. Really good. Now, what we have is Eligas. Now, Eligas is upside down, and Eligas, and this one is influences on question. Eligas. Now, instead of defense, okay, it's saying that now Eligas normally represents elk. Elk represents protection, defense, and shields, okay? Now, in what's coming to you, influences in the questions, they're not seeing protection from something that's coming. So, whatever it is that you are worried about, you are right to be a little leery. Okay. Definitely be a little leery about a situation that is coming forward. Okay. Don't allow yourself to go unprotected. In other words, thank you. Thank you. Sometimes they're saying, sometimes we get extremely busy and we forget to throw that shield up or that protection bubble, or we forget to cleanse our house or whatever. They want to make sure that what they're telling you right now is the influence is there's not safety in this question that you've been intending, things you've been asking about. Okay. Now, next we have Winjo. Winjo is also upside down. Winjo is what influences have a positive outcome, believe it or not. Winjo. So with Winjo. I'm having a brain fart here. Winjo, help me out, Winjo. My goodness. All right. So what we have here is a brain fart. Okay. Wow. All right. So in Winjo, when it's right side up, it means joy. It also means comfort, pleasure, success, and kinship. But this is upside down. So, in this is what influence have a positive outcome. So, there's going to be a separation. This is a good thing. Okay. And I know that sounds weird and sometimes it's really difficult, but this separation is a good situation coming up for you. Okay. In other words, yes, it's going to feel uncomfortable. Yes, there's going to be difficult times, but it's going to bring you what it is that you're looking for. This is a separation that kind of needs to happen because sometimes certain situations we have to separate from in order for us to grow, is what happens. Now you have now these. Now this. Now this. Okay. Now this deals with the most likely outcome. Okay. Now we're talking the needs, conflict, restrictions, and willpower. What we're saying is the most likely outcome right now. Okay, yes, there'll be a little bit of conflict. You might be a little restricted, but you're going to feel what them saying is calmer, peaceful. Your willpower will be stronger. The motivation that you've kind of been feeling a little off, things are going to be more motivated for you right now. We're going to progress in a forward situation. So things are actually going to be pretty cool there. Hopefully, you can follow what it is, because I don't ask you guys what the question is. I just, do that. So making space for, what's to come. For creator influences to Slack. Okay. Let's see. I had a feeling I know. Wow, the garden snake was at my doorstep, is what Heidi was saying. Let's see. The garden snake was, where did that go? Oh, the garden snake was at my doorstep last night, symbolizing rebirth. Yep. I knew it. The rooms. Yeah, they are. Yep. Influence Slack, making space for what? What's to come? information. You had Yggdrasil. So I'm really thinking with Yggdrasil, there's more information or more that you'll be spreading as far as gifts. So there's a lot more coming because you got to remember Yggdrasil is a representation of the yew tree, which is connected to the seven realms, which is connected to knowledge. So because you had Yggdrasil in your reading, there's a lot more coming towards you. So you're possibly making room for more to come, which is good. So you're welcome. All right, let's go back up and see who else we have here in the chat room. Um, oh, yeah, I like the runes because they don't. It's not really a prediction. It's more of a guidance type thing. But I do throw my intuition in there. So, all right, let's see who we have up here. We have. Okay, we did Raven. Let's see. We have Mort, and who else do we have? Michelle Wilfong. Did I do the love deck for you? Please tell me. And Mort, Nikki Jacobs, Michelle Caps, and Lois Clark, I think is what I have so far. Yes. Oh, I did. Okay, good. All right, so those are the next names, guys. Just let me know which deck that it is you like. All right, which deck there? We have the runes, we have the love, we have the channeling. You just got to let me know which deck you'd like. So those are the names I called. You guys just come forward, let me know your deck. And when you come and you let me know your deck, I'll read you. I keep banging my coffee cup on my mic. Yes, I did. Okay. All right, Mort, which deck would you like? Would you like the channeling? Would you like runes? Would you like love? Wow, last night I read into the current planets, and my birth chart is a very similar concept to what you just pulled for me. Wow. That's pretty cool. All right, we have runes for Michelle, love for Lois. Mort, are you channeling? Channeling. Okay, that's what I thought. Got it. Oh, we got that. Yeah, the runes have been pretty cool lately. I think the more you work with something, the more you can actually understand the concept of what it is they mean. Caden Mask. Oh my God, Caden, what's up, my man? Miss you guys too. All right. Let's see what's happening. All right. Let's see what we got here. All right. So this is for Mort. Okay. All right. Number 13 is very prominent in you right now, and it's a lucky number. It's not an unlucky number. 13 is a very lucky number. I do see a shift in energy. And again, this has to do more with energy than like, oh my God, I got it. No, this has to do with spiritual energy coming in towards you. And I don't think it's for healing. I think it's to build you up for something else that will be coming. They want you to remain focused right now. Focus on everything that's happening. Make sure that when you are doing something, even in meditation, especially in meditation, thank you very much, pay close attention to absolutely every single detail. Pay close attention to every detail you see, right down to colors and shapes and everything else, especially when you're in meditation, or if you're seeing the same animal all the time, make sure that you look that up. I do see a bit of downside as far as something you're working towards is going to take you longer than what it is that you're anticipated, because I'm not seeing the success in a positive direction for you right now. Yeah, so, okay, you're going to understand why this is happening. So it's almost like, I don't know why I'm getting weird analogies today. Must be a new guide, somebody new. So it's got to be somebody new. It's like when you write a thesis, but you have to go back and redo the thesis in order to get the better grade or the better outcome of it. And that's the avenue that they're doing right now. They're saying that sometimes you have to not have that success to go back and redo it again. And once you do it again, things are going to progress in the direction that you want it to. So you do have that energy coming, which will be good. I will meditate tonight. Yeah, pay close attention to everything, honey, because you have the strength, you have the ability, you have everything else that is actually coming towards you. All right, so things are going to be good. All right, who do we have now? All right, so now we're going to do channeling for angels, and then we're going to do the love deck, and then we'll do runes. So I have the channeling deck right out. Meditate. Pay close attention to what's happening. Everything around you is important right now. I mean, everything. Right down to how many flies you see. I don't know. It's really weird. It's like there's meanings coming. That one jumped right out of the deck. Okay, trapped. Jumped right out of the deck, Miss Nikki. Miss Nikki, first card, jumped right out of the deck, trapped. Wow. Okay, there's definitely a situation that you're having a difficult time getting out of. Ooh. Yeah. And unfortunately, you're kind of stuck because your movement is upside down. You're trapped in a particular situation. So things will kind of just keep repeating itself. You need to find the back door. You need to find the back door. I have no idea what that means. But it's saying that you need to find the back door. Somebody's telling me to shut up. No? Okay, so you need to find the back door to this situation that you're going through right now. That's going to put it on hold. Without finding that back door, that's going to be the issue, because there's another way to stop things, stop situations. It has to do with that particular back door right now. Yeah, honesty of what's happening. You need to just kind of blurt things out with honesty, and also stop denying yourself the small little pleasures in life right now, because we don't have that. You are not giving yourself that the time and energy that you need, and this has a lot to do with other things that you're going through, but they're very literal. I got somebody telling me to shut up, but I'm telling you that they're saying back door. Literally back door. There's a back door. Go to the back door. That's the avenue that's going to help shut it. It's like an emergency switch, so to speak, within your mind. Hopefully you can understand this, Nikki, because I'm a little fuzzy on what it is that who's trying to tell me what, because I got one telling me to shut up and the other one telling me about the back door. So there is a back door for you to shut. That's going to keep things out for a while. You just have to keep reinforcing the back door. Oof. That's going to hopefully get you out of the trapped situation. So hopefully that'll help. Oh. Okay, so what we got? Sorts of symbols and synchronicity. All right, that was for Miss Nikki. Now we have the love deck here. And the love is for Lois Clark, and then Michelle will have runes. Okay, good. Because I don't know what it means. I had one person telling me to shut up and the other one saying, just don't listen, keep going. It's like, all right. All right, here we go. So this is the love deck for Miss Lois Clark. And then we'll get into some runes. Yeah, it's been a while, but things are going pretty good. There we go. Okay, Lois, it's time for you to release, love-wise, any past situations that kind of weigh you down. They're saying that there is a weight, heaviness when it comes to certain, not decisions, certain situations, but you need to release the past totally, almost like shadow work, which is one of the things I'll be talking about on Thursday, shadow works and cord cutting. And again, it seems to be a center around children. Now, again, these could be grandchildren. It could be your actual children, and not really sure, but there is an energy around children. But you need to release past, because the card itself says release an X, and I'm saying no. This is telling me to have you release past situations, because sometimes those things have a tendency to come up and haunt us. They don't want that. They want you to release that totally. Okay, there is children around you, and again, it could be children, could be cold, it could be other situations actually coming. And these kids are grandkids. I don't know if it's a visit. I don't know if your kids or grandkids live at a distance, but I see somebody coming towards you, and again, they're saying very soon. So that's a really good situation. And you don't have to worry about feeling like you haven't seen them for a while because things are just kind of fall. Hello, Kelly Carell. Things are just kind of fall into a good pattern. So I do see a really good thing. Um, what whatever it is that you're trying to do, and again, this really isn't centered around love. It's more centered around yourself, letting go of things, loving yourself, letting go of what doesn't serve you anymore. And again, that's shadow work, but it's also talking more about the love of family and things. So we do have that coming up. I don't see a separation. I do see it coming together. But there's a situation coming, thank you, that they want you to trust, which makes absolutely no sense. Kids moved out, no grandkids. Okay, I don't know what's coming, but I see kids. And again, kids, kids. I do see kids. Don't know what it is, but I'm seeing kids. So I don't know. If you have no grandkids yet, maybe you got something coming. I don't know. Empty nester. Me too. Downsizing and moving. Oh my God, that's awesome. All right, so what we have coming up is Michelle Caps, and she has the runes. I'm going to be in and out. Yep. Just let me know if you want what deck you want, Kelly. Okay, Michelle Caps. Okay, it's time for you to focus on what's happening. Empty nester already downsized, but it could be grandkids actually coming into play because I'm seeing kids. That'd be cool. Grandkids are fun because then you get to spoil them. You get to play with them, and then you send them back to their parents all hyped up. Oh my God. I choose. Okay. So we have Michelle Caps. If you're here and focused, we're going to get into what's going on with you. Hopefully, you've thought about what's happening. Okay. All right. So we're going to do Michelle Caps right now. So Michelle, let's see. We got you. Oh, these decks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got them piled on top of each other. Okay, so what we have is Eros. Eros. Okay. So the first card that we have actually right now is Eros. Now, Eros here, why did you pull? Okay. Eros has to do with past situations, okay? In the past, there was a lot of power, strength, and freedom. So, what they're saying is in the past, there was more freedom than possibly what might be coming. But we're going to find out as we go what's actually happening because this actually represents a bull. A bull represents power, strength, freedom, because who's going to get in the way of a bull? I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. So, uh, my only grandkid is 4. I love her. Yeah. You too, honey. So Eros is actually coming. So in the past, there was a lot of strength, a lot of energy, and a lot of freedom to whatever the question was that you were focusing on right now. Okay. Now, number 2, I got to pull this one out. Oh, number 2 is so Menas. Now, Menas in this particular deals with the present situation. Okay. So what this normally deals with is man. Man deals with what? We deal with friendship, humanity, self. So there seems to be a bit of a downside of what's happening. So there could be a conflict, a loss of friendship, or something happening in your area that's kind of affecting you. And again, these particular situations could be a loss of a friendship. But this is what's happening, the present situation. I don't know whether or not it's temporary or not yet. And again, society, loss of friendship, we're dealing with humanity itself. And again, this could be the self-esteem going on a downside right now, is what you could be dealing with, okay? And that has to do with that one. Now, future, Heligas. Future situation, Heligas. Heligas. Heligas, hail. Okay, this is nature's wrath being tested. Whatever is coming, the reason that it's happened is a part of you is being tested. Okay, these are trials, is what we call. In Viking mythology, the trials is what helps you grow as an individual. Sometimes things get put in our path, and when they're in our path, we have to overcome the obstacle in order for us to grow. So this is coming. So it's something that you need to be prepared for as it actually comes. Okay. So this one is actually coming towards you. Now, Isa, which can't be upside down, Isa deals with influences on your question. Isa is ice. Now, with ice, you're dealing with clarity, challenges, and inspiration. Again, there's a challenge coming up, things that we need to meet, but things are actually going to clarify. They're going to clarify the situation to the future card, because in what's happening with these influences, this challenge is something that you're meant to face in order to move forward. So sometimes that happens, even if we don't want it to happen. It's things that actually come towards us. Now we have now these. Now these is in what influences have a positive outcome. Okay. So now we are dealing with now these. These are needs. And again, we're dealing with conflict, restrictions, and willpower. Basic needs is what you need to focus on. When you're talking basic needs, we're not just talking, you have the storm coming, you get bread, milk, and eggs or whatever. Normally I end up getting candles, but whatever. What you're dealing with right now is the needs within yourself, is what it's focusing on. What you need spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally. What's good for you. That's what this is focusing on for some reason. Normally, we deal with the outside influences for you to stock up on. This wants you to stock up on what's good for you personally, okay? This is going to be a very positive outcome to the situation that you do have coming. Last but not least is the most likely outcome is Thurizaz. Thurizaz, thorn. Okay. Now, the most likely outcome is yes, there is going to be conflict here, but this is something that has been coming for a while. This is something that needs to be done. Sometimes we have to face particular situations just to have a more positive future. So don't fear the conflict. Don't fear it. This is something that you need to come across, is what it's actually letting me know. Woo! Wow. Now, Miss Kelly Carell. Huh. I have, let's see, grandson is older. Twin granddaughters are 5. And my youngest grandson is 3. 3. Yeah, so pretty cool. All right, Miss Kelly Carell. Oh. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Okay, hopefully, Michelle, that makes a little sense to you. And again, I don't know what you were focusing on at the time or what was in your head. It's whatever's in your head. The runes are going to help guide you to that particular direction. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Swig of coffee. We'll do Miss Kelly Carell. Is that a good thing? That a good wow or a bad wow, honey? I love runes. I love the runes because they help guide you to a particular direction. That's why I like the runes. In other words, if you think of a situation as something that's coming, the runes are going to help guide you through to let you know what to expect, which direction to go into. I think that's why they'd throw the runes and go, yeah, okay. Well, we can't raid that port, but we can raid this port. Back in the day, that's what it was. Miss Kelly, your energy level is going to be a little low. And you're also fragmented. You have too much of yourself going into too many different directions. So in order to keep the energy level, you need to pull yourself back in. Pull yourself together. Kelly Carell, and it is 12:51. You need to pull your energy back together and focus on you right now. You can't focus on everything else that's going on around you. You need the main focus on you. Okay? The main focus needs to be on you as far as the healing process of what's happening. Give yourself time to heal. It's almost like, yeah, give yourself time to heal. And like if somebody says, oh my God, you're being selfish, don't. Just deflect it, because what you're doing is you're focusing on you. If you don't focus on yourself and pull yourself together and stop fragmenting your energy all over the place, you're not going to be there to take care of somebody else, because you're going to be sick. So focus on yourself now, because this is what they're saying. Now is the time to actually focus on the healing thing. And again, deflect. Don't listen to situations that are actually happening. If you have a chance, go into the meditation. The meditation is going to help you out. The meditation is going to give you those insights of little bits of information, okay? Especially right now. But remember to pull yourself together. A little cord cutting would be a good idea too, because you seem to have a little bit cords. They're also saying your energy level is a little low. And when you do get a chance, outside barefoot would be the best thing. And if you can't do that, potted plants in your house, literally, but you need some deep rooting. And that's barefoot next to a tree with grass. That is the best place for you to have that particular thing actually happening. But your life coming up, once you get through all of this, you're gonna be doing great. You're gonna be very fulfilled. Things are gonna be going in a really awesome direction for you. Information will be coming in, so start the meditation process again. Okay, allow yourself to understand and interpret what's coming in, because there will be information coming back in for you again. It's like your inner intuition, your inner instincts is coming back online after a situation. It's like it took a rest period. So now it's time to pull things back to yourself. Okay. Wow. That was a fun time. Good way to spend a hot Saturday or a rainy Saturday. So what do you say I pull a rune and see how the rest of the week is going to go? I'm going to pull a rune card and see what it says about the rest of the week. And that's what I'm focusing on. How is my week going to go? Okay. Is there anything I need to focus on for the week coming? What do I need to focus on for this week? All right. The card I picked was Iwaz. Now, Iwaz deals with movement, change, also deals with transportation. So I need to focus on transportation. If my week, then it would be the car. If not, movement is how we continue to move forward, keep things on an even keel. And again, Iwaz means horses. Okay, it's a representation of horses, which is movement. What do you have to do with horses? Think about this. We have to focus on feeding the horse, taking care of the horse, cleaning their hooves. So there's a lot of things that need to be done to keep the horse moving. So this particular card is saying focus on what we need to do to keep ourselves moving. And again, this could be physical movement. This could be spiritual movement, emotional, mental, physical. It represents a wide range of situations. Okay, so let's keep ourselves moving and remember to pay attention to everything that's going on. Okay, that's going to help us out. And I think that's everybody today. I think we did it. So there's a pretty awesome things coming up, and I really love the rooms. I do. It's my thing, I guess. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I got that stuff stuck underneath there. All right, there we go. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you Thursday. Now, Thursday, I want to focus on shadow work and cutting cords. We're going to compare the two. We're going to do a little bit of information talking, maybe some meditation to see where it guides us, and I will list that show after I actually have my breakfast, which I forgot to do. Yeah, I know. And stay cool or dry, whichever one it is. All right, guys, peace out. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, I loves you all. Let's see if I can actually get the right one up.